In this pen, I do have two American alligators. Alligators are the crocodilian family. This family dates back 60 million years. To the time of the dinosaurs, were said to reach lengths of about 60 feet. The largest alligator ever caught back in Louisiana the year 1890. And that alligator was 19 feet, 2 inches in length. The largest alligator we have on the farm is in that pond over there. Close to 14 feet, over 1,000 pounds, and between 60 and 70 years old. One question I always get, what is the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Does anybody know any differences between the two? You in the front, go ahead. The nose, you're all right. Everybody give a big hand. Great job. So one difference is the shape of the alligator and crocodile snout, the nose, the mouth, different shapes. The alligator snout is more of a wider, rounder shape, kind of like a U shape. The crocodile snout, more of a narrow, pointy shape, more like a V shape. But who gets bigger, the alligator or the crocodile?
Alligator.
Crocodiles get bigger. Who's going to be found in more places of the world, the alligator or the crocodile? Crocodile. Crocodiles are found all over the world. In most of your tropical regions, you can find crocodiles. Alligators are only found in 2 places, one being right here in the United States. We have the American alligator. There's one more alligator in China, the Chinese alligator. The color is also different, and when alligators are born, alligators have yellow stripes that run across their entire body. But as they get older and start to mature, the alligator is going to lose all of these yellow stripes. They become more of a jet black color. Crocodiles, they're more of a lighter color, more like a khaki green color. But which one is more dangerous, the alligator or the crocodile? The one that is close enough to you. They're both pretty dangerous. Right here in South Florida, this is the only place in the world where you can find alligators and crocodiles living together. That is right here in the Everglades, where we have the American alligator and the American crocodile. At the end of the show, if you have an airboat ride coming up, no worries, you have plenty of time to see the show. Hold an alligator at the end of the show and make it to your airboat. To get to the airboat, exit the same way you came in, just wrap all the way back around to the gift shop where you got your tickets, make one more left, and you'll be over there with your boat driver. And the techniques I'm going to be showing today, these techniques come from the Seminole and Miccosukee Indians, the natives of Florida. They would capture the alligator because they would eat the alligator. At first, the natives, they would capture and kill the alligator, but they did learn killing the alligator was a bad idea because dragging the alligator home in this hot Florida sun, the meat of the alligator, it starts to spoil very fast. They had to come up with different ways to bring the alligators home alive, and those are some of the techniques I'm going to be showing today. But before I get a hold of this alligator, if we can, everybody, let's get a big hand for our American alligator. The alligator I'm going to be working with today, this one right here, this is a male alligator. His name is Thanos. Thanos is around 230 pounds. Close to 10 feet in length, and yes, he is 10 times stronger than me. Nothing that I'm doing today is harming or hurting this alligator. First, I'm just trying to see if I can get him to back up a little bit.
So cute. So cute.
But if he's afraid, he's over.
Sharp teeth. They're sharp.
Give me a long.
Looks like he's
Wake up!
All right, so see if I can get those jaws open up just a little bit more and watch closely, listen closely as well.
Don't play it.
Anything that touches the inside of the alligator's mouth, when the jaws are opened up, the alligator is going to slam those jaws shut right away. And the bite force of an alligator this size, close to 3,000 pounds per square inch, more than enough power to crack bones and even crush open turtle shells. Alright, so let's turn this alligator around. No worries. Dragging the alligator by the tail does not harm the alligator. Alligators are very strong animals, very durable. The entire back and tail of the alligator is full of skin-covered bone plates that protect the alligator like body armor. And because alligators are apex predators when they're full grown, we're going this way.
He's trying to pull that
He's
out.
trying to get into the water.
Cái sau rất là mạnh
I
hơn.
think the alligator is very
No other animal here in Florida is messing with a full-grown alligator. And that's what the protection on the back is mainly for other alligators.
Con béo ha. À, con này nướng ngon. Nướng barbecue. Barbecue. Đó. Yeah. Đã quá ha.
What's wrong with this
Béo, béo,
kid?
béo.
And once on the back of the alligator, one stunt that made these shows very famous.
What's wrong with his belly?
Dễ thương không? Yeah.
Showing everybody all 80 teeth of the alligator. 40 teeth on the top jaw, 40 teeth on the bottom jaw. And if the alligator loses a tooth, there's going to be another tooth growing back to replace the missing one. Alligators can go through around 2,000 sets of teeth throughout their entire lifespan. And if you look closely to the back of the alligator's throat,
Go in the water.
you can see that it's sealed shut. The back of the alligator's throat is called the glottis. Glottis is
Bỏ bàn
used
tay vô Mỹ.
when the alligator grabs its prey outside of the water, drags its prey back into the water, drowns its prey but not drown itself. At the top of the alligator's snout, the nostrils, the nose of the alligator, alligators can only breathe through their nostrils. The skull is skin-covered bone, barely any filling on the skull of the alligator. Alligator's eyes are right here pointed off to the side. And because the eyes are pointed off to the side, alligators cannot see directly in front of them. They can only see off to their sides. You might have heard the saying, if an alligator is chasing you, run in a zigzag pattern. If an alligator is chasing you, you run as fast as you can. Just below the eyes, these little flaps right here, these are the ears of the alligator, and when the alligator is underwater, the alligator is going to seal those ears shut.
What's on his skin?
Do that.
His skin.
So the alligator is going to seal those ears shut so that no water can enter the ear canals of the alligator. And just between the ears at the center of the alligator's head, right here where I'm pointing my finger, right under there, that's going to be where the alligator's brain is located. The alligator's brain is only around the same size as my thumbnail. And with a brain that small, that does mean the alligator is an instinctual animal. You cannot train alligators. The next technique I'm going to show you now, this technique is called
Ốc
bulldog.
trái trái nho. Mấy là cái tờ nó không hiểu.
And the bulldogging technique was used to tie the jaws of the alligator. Sometimes the natives, they would have to go out and hunt alligators alone, and they needed a way to tie the jaws for just one person. That is how they would do it. All right, guys, my favorite part of the show coming up right now. That is getting off the alligator. Come on, everybody, alligators are not your friends, they're not your buddies. And they make horrible pets. Out in the wild, they are fast enough to catch small dogs, small cats, and even small flying birds. Catching one of us is not a problem for an alligator. And if you see an alligator, you always keep a safe distance. I want to thank you all for coming out. And that does conclude my alligator show. If you enjoyed the show, please feel free to show your appreciation on the way out. And if you would like to hold an alligator, guys, come on down.
Come on down, you guys. Yeah, you
One
can.
hand holding the tail.
Stay high, guys.
Do you want to
Very strong.
Middle rabbit.
Make sure you're holding your tail at all times. Because if they start to swing it around and it hits you, it's going to sting a little bit. And then once you're done, you can pass it.
look, he's holding the alligator. Look.